Guys, it's Jokes Plus here. In today's video, we're going to be going over every Premier League goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper, and ranking them. I'm sorry, my voice kind of hurts. From 20th to 1st. Now, as you guys can see, Premier League's a bit weird right now. Liverpool are winning. Fulham are in last place, which I don't think anybody saw coming. Not even me. I don't know, pretty smart fella. But regardless, we're going to get right into this with Neil Etheridge, with Cardiff, and they're below. And I mean, I don't know they expect Cardiff to come out of the gates like they're the best team in the league. But I mean, their entire team is average, along with this very average goalkeeper from the Philippines. Now, McCarthy. Southampton have had some of the worst seasons of their time. I think Fraser Forster might have died. Ben Foster left. I don't even think he played for them, but I'm not sure. I feel like he did at one time. But regardless, Southampton are having a really bad season. And the back of this list is going to be slow, but I'll get into more detail when I get to the better goalkeepers. At number 18, we have Asmir Begovic. Bournemouth are doing okay, but he's not that good of a goalkeeper. So, I mean, I don't know how to rank that. He's not that good, though. 17th, Lucas Fabianski, competing with Szczesny for the top spot on the Poland national team. That's not okay. Number 16, we have Ben Foster. Ben Foster's with a pretty informed Watford team. Unfortunately, Ben Foster is not that good of a goalkeeper. Over the course of his career, he's just kind of bounced around the Premier League and helped. Just kind of filled in until they got a good goalkeeper. That's just how it's been. Matt Ryan. Brighton aren't having an amazing season, but the reason Brighton are still in this league is because of this man. Him and Glenn Murray are probably the two most essential parts to this team. If they lost either of them, I feel like their team would be in a very bad spot. At number 14, we have the one, the only, Martin Dubravka. Newcastle aren't having a crazy season, but they're not in the relegation zone in their second season in the Premier League. That's, like, not even heard of. But this lad's keeping him in there. And along with having Jamal Lascelles in defense, but there's not really anyone else there, but he's still having an okay season. That's what made me rank this guy so high, is the fact that he's having such a good season when the team's not even that good. At number 13, we have Joe Hart. Joe Hart's a very experienced and a very good Premier League goalkeeper. Despite that he's not having an amazing season, he's been a good goalkeeper, and he still is one of the better goalkeepers in this league. At number 12, we have Wayne Hennessy. The Welsh goalkeeper has kept Palace in a good spot without Wilfried Zaha. Now that Zaha's back, I expect them to rise back up to maybe 9th. That'd be interesting to see Crystal Palace competing for a Europa League spot, but I can see that. At number 11, we have Jonas Lasso. Here's somebody I can actually talk about. When these guys came into the league, I thought they were going to be the worst team here. Then I started watching them, and he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. It's crazy, and this guy has so much potential, especially only playing for Huddersfield. I feel like he could definitely get a bigger move. I feel like maybe a move to, like, this sounds weird, but I feel like a move to, like, La Liga, playing for, like, Valencia or a team like that. I feel like that'd probably be a good move. A mid-table team that isn't Huddersfield. On number 10, we have Sergio Rico. Now, Fulham are 20th, but Sergio Rico came into the team, established the fact that he is a top-tier goalie, and he's going to be starting for Fulham. I expect them to sign him fully eventually, but until that happens, he's still a lone player, still pretty young, he has time to grow. I can see this guy being a top 8 goalie, but he'll probably get a big move if he's going to stay at Fulham while being a top goalie. I think he'll move. Number 9, we have Jordan Pickford. Jordan Pickford had an amazing World Cup with England. He came back. He's conceded a few goals. It didn't help today against Tottenham, but Tottenham are having a really good season. And Jordan Pickford, we're not going to take away the fact that if he's performing on the national stage, he should perform at Everton against Premier League teams, not national teams. At number 8, we have David De Gea. Like, I'm not even being a hater. David De Gea is having the worst season of his career. He's letting 29 goals already. Maybe OSM or OGS. I think it's OG. I don't know. Their new manager, I know who it is. I don't want to butcher his name, so I'm not going to mispronounce it. Come Ole. He's changing the team. Already got a 5-0 win against Cardiff, dude. United fans are like, oh yeah, new United. It's 5-0 against Cardiff. I could do that. Like, come on. But David De Gea is having a terrible season. He's still a good goalkeeper, though. You cannot take that away from him. He's still one of the best goalkeepers in the world, even though he Ballon d'Or didn't think that. I have somebody that was in the Ballon. I have 2 goalies that are in the Ballon d'Or that are better than this kiddo. This is one of them. At number 7, we have Kasper Schmeichel. Now, he was, I think, top 3 goalies in the world when they did the rankings. I wasn't really surprised. I mean, he had a good run with Denmark. I mean, just from that ranking alone, that brought him up a lot of ranks, along with the fact that Leicester aren't having an amazing season, but they're doing okay. They're holding. They did just beat Chelsea and kept a clean sheet. At number 6, we have Rui Patricio. He just moved in from Sporting CP. He's a great goalie. He's Portugal's national team goalkeeper. And he has like 5 more years before he's going to start to decline, I feel. But right now, Wolves are in a really good spot. Yeah. I mean, Wolves are what? 12, I think? There's something like that. They're in the middle of the table. And I think that's where everyone expected them. I don't think many people were expecting them to go to Europe right now. But they're definitely a top team in the Prem right now, outside of the top 6. Now at number 5, we have Bernd Leno. Leno, I don't know. They've given him most of the starts. They've given few to Petr Cech. But I'm not seeing it. I know they're on this crazy streak, but I feel like he's letting in goals a lot. It's just kind of like Man City. I feel like we just let in unnecessary goals because we get lazy. I feel like that's what's happening here, and they're just being laid back as they're gonna win the game. There's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, if you're trying to get your stats polished, don't concede. But that might be on the team, though. I'm not sure. Number 4, we have Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris, probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world at this moment. He's Spurs are 3rd. They're having a good season. He's having a good season. Not much else. Took France to the World Cup. I mean, he's doing amazing. Now, 3rd, we have Kepa Arrizabalaga. Chelsea are 4th, which is different because Chelsea are usually a top team. But everyone in the Prem is having an amazing season right now, which it's understandable. They paid a little bit too much for this guy, but if you put Courtois in this spot, I don't think he'd be doing this well. I think Kepa's having a better season than Courtois had last season. And I believe after David De Gea, David De Gea being David De Gea in recent time, I feel like he's going to get the Spain call up eventually. Because he's their next goalkeeper, I think. Yeah. At number 2, we have Ederson Moraes. Now, Man City are 2nd. You're not going to believe who's 1st. But Man City are 2nd. And Moraes has the most clean sheets right now. I think, no, Alisson does, who is 1st, obviously. Alisson and then Ederson. But that's, once again, I'm saying this extremely strongly. We get lazy. Manchester City do not care. Once we have like a huge lead, it's like we don't care anymore. Today, I think we got laid back against Crystal Palace, and we lost. It's just how the crumble cookies. But, as you know, Ederson Moraes in number 1. I could not find a picture of him with Liverpool, like an actual good picture. So this is what you guys got to deal with it. Alisson Becker is keeping for Liverpool the 48-point team, 4 points ahead of everybody else in the Premier League at the moment. And did a job for Brazil, although I feel Ederson at that moment should have been playing. I'm glad Alisson played how he should have, which is good until they played Belgium. And yeah, Alisson has 11 clean sheets from 19. That's amazing, especially with having, Van Dijk probably arguably the best defender in the world at the moment. If you're Lovren, you're the self-proclaimed best defender in the world. He has a good team in front of him, but it still takes a lot of quality and a lot of skill to have 11 clean sheets out of 19 games. That's just amazing. If you guys did enjoy my ranking of the top 10 goalkeepers top 20 goalkeepers in the Premier League, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you guys are new. See you guys all later. Goodbye, YouTube. And comment down below, what position do you guys want to see next? And if you didn't enjoy the video, dislike and tell me what's wrong with the video. See you guys all later. Goodbye, YouTube. Peace.